Hello and welcome to episode 78 of my playthrough of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, where I will not be using Charm or Intimidate dialogue options and will not be using Paragon or Renegade interrupts. Alright, before we do anything else, so we're going to need to talk to the Primarch, we're going to need to talk to Rex, but before that, we have War Terminal things to read. Yay! The Reapers quickly moved to take the Asgard system. The 7th Fleet engaged the Reapers near Bor, where the Moons and Helium-3 stations provided some cover from enemy fire. They managed to kill several Reaper-class ships before enemy reinforcements forced them to retreat. The fleet is now under orders to avoid engagements and make necessary repairs and lie in wait for future operations. That's the Alliance 6th Fleet. Solarian STG operatives. Senior members of the Solarian Special Tasks Group have been transferred to the SSV Isaac Newton. Although officially described as observers, these specialists in infiltration, sabotage, and intelligence gathering have quickly moved into more active roles. After being caught unaware on Surkesh, STG was quick to respond in force, using their significant resources to begin a counteroffensive against Cerberus. Solarian Special Tasks Group. The Special Tasks Group, or STG, is the Solarian Military Intelligence Service. Its agents operate in small cells specializing in sabotage, espionage, infiltration, and assassination. They favor clandestine strikes that neutralize conflicts before they begin. The STG places emphasis on quick thinking and resourcefulness as its operatives work in enemy territory with little to no support. Oh, there was more in there. Updated. After the attack on Surkesh, senior STG operatives pressured the Solarian government to allocate assets to a small detachment to focus on the Cerberus threat. After the attack on Surkesh, senior STG operatives pressured... That's the same message. Major Kirihi. Major Kirihi made his mark leading the Solarian Special Tasks Group that helped Commander Shepard stop Serenet Vermeer. Lauded by his superiors for his decisive leadership under fire, Kirihi was promoted and decorated with the prestigious Star of Surkesh. The Major continues to join missions with his men, believing that nothing substitutes for experience, and that the best tactical strategies are planned on the battlefield. Alright. Oh, more. We'll get there. Gemini Sigma's colonies have been overrun. Yeah, I've read that one. And Codex, I believe there was some new stuff in there. Not the primary, but the secondary, just planted some locations. Okay. Well, let's read one. We're getting close to being over with this. Now let's read the Vermeer. Vermeer is a lush world located on the frontier of the Attican Traverse. Its vast seas and orbital position on the inner life zone have created a wide equatorial band of humid tropical terrain. Only the political instability of the region has impeded efforts at colonization. Many times, the Citadel has opened negotiations to settle Vermeer with the various criminal gangs and petty dictatorships in the nearby terminus systems. All fell apart due to internal power shifts within the opposing parties. The Citadel has written off the colonization of Vermeer as impossible without significant political change. The terminus powers themselves are unlikely to ever settle Vermeer. Most lack the resources to support settlement of a virgin world, finding it more expedient to steal from their neighbors than build for themselves. Alright.
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing?
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
Your men that crashed onto Chunka. How many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
The Solarian Dalitras was worried about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
All right. Just double check that. Yeah, nothing new is added to the codex. All right.
Hell of a show down there on Surkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing?
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Aralac Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. May not be Rachni, but maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
Back on Surkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more.
Women have good ideas, Rex. You should listen.
Yeah, but they have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime. And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but it's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
Base on their homeworld secured better.
They were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map. Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox. Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on. Commander?
Arya T'Loak. Cannon fodder. From Arya T'Loak. Shepard, I have a situation I need you to handle immediately. The Turians have a maximum security prison in the Calistone Rift, and I have received confirmation that there's a Reaper in the area. The inmates will riot if we don't retrieve them, and if they riot or the Reaper finds them, they're as good as dead. In either case, they don't have long. The Turians are understaffed and outgunned and can't fight both the inmates and the Reapers at the same time. I've made an arrangement with one of the gang leaders inside the prison. Their service for their lives. Retrieve them and they will join my forces until you need them. I'll make sure they don't step out of line. As a Spectre, you can authorize their release. Arya. Garrus Vakarian. Damn this war. From Garrus Vakarian. Shepard, I received a distress call from an old friend on Invictus. No idea how it got through to me. Anyway, he's holed up with some other veterans trying to protect a small group of civilians. Some are families with kids. Shepard and the Reapers are harvesting everything that moves. They won't last a day if we don't help them. The hierarchy doesn't consider them a high priority and doesn't have any extra ships to send anyway. Sometimes I really hate being stuck up here away from the fight. Garrus. Farron, info for you. Hi, Shepard. It's been a while. I'm glad to hear you made it back off Earth and that Liara is with you. Getting off her old ship was the best thing we could have done. Can't tell you how sick I was of that cabin and of tripping over that drone. I don't even know how it kept finding me in a ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. I dug up some interesting information for you. Talk with Lift to sort out the data. I hope it helps, Shepard. It's getting rough out there. Theron. Major Kirihi, holding the line. From Major Kirihi. Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Sarkesh, even if the circumstances were less than ideal. It seems fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats. So be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that STG will be there to help when the need arises. Regardless of the political climate... Let's try that again. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that STG will be there to help when the need arises, regardless of the political climate. You were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck. Major Kirihi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment, Special Tasks Group. ANN News Alert. ANN Alert. New article on indoctrination. From Alliance News Network Information Partners. Thessia. Asari scientist Rana Thanoptis has died in custody, allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for the murder of multiple Asari military officials. Prior to her death, investigators said Thanoptis spoke of voices in her head, which they believed to be indicative of her indoctrination. The voices foretold the ascension of the Asari and told Thanoptis that anyone fighting the Reapers needed to die. Thanoptis worked on its top-secret project for former Spectre Siren Arturius several years ago, where she likely became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. Thanoptis was believed responsible for planting a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The attack seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Investigators say they are not seeking any more suspects in the case. Oh wait, do I only have the option to do one of those two? Reapers are attacking on multiple fronts, and increasingly more civilians are trapped. Arya wants you to extract a criminal gang from a maximum security Turian prison in the Caliston Rift to strengthen her existing forces for her attack on Omega. Garrus has been contacted by a group of veterans who are protecting civilians in the mindless wasteland. There is no time to aid both. Well, since there's no time to aid both, sorry Arya, I'm gonna go with the veterans.
Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die, and now that's about it. So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too, or the Vorcha?
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Morden back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists. Commander?
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
You and everyone else.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants.
On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard. Morden sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Solarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right...
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Solarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Hello, Shepard.
Go with that. Don't know why I'm even looking here.
Shepard, thanks again for being there at the Refugee Memorial. I feel better. Everything's so much clearer now.
Glad I could help.
Sir Kesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Normally I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan requests to take control of your shuttle, you comply.
Probably wise.
I appreciate you checking in on me.
Hey there.
I wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Sir Kesh. I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying. Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell. More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Why are you so interested in my people, Asari?
Protheans are always an enigma, a mystery to solve. I wanted to know what happened to your civilization. Why did such an enlightened race disappear?
Enlightened?
Well, it seemed that way.
And now that I am here,
I wonder what it's like waking up 50,000 years later to a new galaxy.
I believe this cycle cares too much about what other species think. Krogan, Turian, Solarian, all were primitives in my time. What good does their help do now?
We can't win this war on our own.
Then demand their help. Do not indulge their selfish requests. What will saving one Krogan matter?
If only it were that simple.
If they get in your way, destroy them.
Excuse me?
I apologize. The previous occupant of this room left traces of himself. I have absorbed some of them.
Yes, Grunt. He was a strong one. Maybe it's best if I let you recover.
That would be best.
Alright, let's see here.
Did I mention Salarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come. The Mordin Salarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one. This Cerberus, I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you. They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped. A Rex Krogan offered me a job. He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at. Yes?
Think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither. Commander?
Sometimes keeping the grid balanced is pure murder.
Where... Oh, right, Anderson is... Sorry, not Anderson, what's his name? The engineer guy. What's his name?
It's just an opinion piece. You don't like it, don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes. It was on a little thing called the news.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it, don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
I'm gonna sign with Ensign Copeland on this.
That's the math.
You know what the commander...
Lose the piece or lose your spot on this ship, Allers.
This is exactly what I was afraid of.
Thanks, Commander. What's your choice, Allers? Like you said, it's just your opinion, right?
I'll pull it.
If this is what you were afraid of, Diana, if you were afraid of not being able to do certain stories because of, like, bias or whatever, then again, your other choice is just to leave the ship. You don't have to be here. You're the one who asked to be here in the first place. Whatever, anyway.
Commander.
Sure you're okay, Karen?
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy. But it's behind me now. I'm fine. But it makes me think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds. What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? As we sit here, enjoying our coffee. How many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions? Oh, Greg. I lied. I'm not fine.
Everything okay in the medbay?
Yes. Mordin would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no. I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed.
Hello, Commander.
I know there's not supposed to be anything in there, but I'm just going to double check. Alright. And again, there's not supposed to be anything over here either, but... There you go. Okay.
So, Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
Feel free to look around.
Correspondence between Liara Tassoni and Miranda Lawson. Miranda, I was unable to find anything concerning the whereabouts of your sister. Whoever has her is doing a remarkably good job at keeping her hidden from the broker's network. My network of agents is currently stretched thin at the moment, but I will alert you if I discover any new information regarding Oriana. Liara. Email from Professor Takesha to Dr. O'Dual. I was calling every supply depot stationed around the Crucible to find enough pure platinum for the Crucible's primary trigger inlay. We barely had enough left to coat a coffee maker. An hour later, a ship pulled up with 16 tons of platinum courtesy of the Shadow Broker. Then it flew away to scavenge more materials for the project. The ship's captain emailed me later saying the broker would stay in touch with our needs. That's great, but I'm checking my computer for bugs.
At your service.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the Genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. Takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up. I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh? I've never actually seen a female Krogan. Seems like they're the real brains on Tuchanka. Good to see Morden's still alive and kicking, and still finding new ways to cause trouble. So, who needs their ass kicked now?
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
Or Solarian doctors.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species. Maybe with an inhibitor. No. Entire catalyzing process would fail. Severe neurological damage. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Method to extract functional cure without killing you. Many variables. Your immune system compromised. Considering options.
And you have to do it out loud?
Yes. Auditory learner. Need to hear self think, simulate conversation to promote new ideas, maximize productivity.
But you're talking about me dying.
Oh, apologies. Medical details causing emotional distress. I hadn't considered effect on patient.
No, it just means I can't sleep.
Doing my best to keep you alive. Will avoid sensitive subjects.
Okay, so double check here. We're going to go to do the veterans minus wasteland.
I found something.
Let's see here.
Signal confirmed. I found something. Signal confirmed. I found something.
Oops.
Commander, casualties were heavy in this system. There may be survivors.
Signal confirmed.
Okay, what's over here? Scan dig site. Let's do the Cerberus thing. Oh yeah, but before I do that, I want to, first of all, read the Codex. This wrong thing. Journal. Codex. As the human race expands its territory and raises the general standard of living, demand for industrial resources continues to grow. Many planets, moons, and asteroids contain a wealth of resources, but many systems have barely been charted, let alone thoroughly surveyed. Unmanned probes are one solution, but they are often lost to space hazards, unforeseen circumstances, or theft by salvagers. In recent years, AGES, the Alliance Geological Service, has offered bounties to private or individuals or teams willing to perform mineralogical surveys on the frontier. This survey data is made publicly available to further corporate development. Due to the cost of travel and the dangers of operating on hostile worlds, it is rarely a profitable endeavor. Light metals. Metals with low atomic weight are often used in the construction of spacecraft and vehicles. Heavy metals. Metals with higher atomic weights are often used to construct equipment components. The platinum group elements are particularly useful. Rare earths. Most useful materials in this category are radioactive or magnets. Gases. Various gases are required to support all known forms of sapient life. Some are commonly used as fuel. The Drell homeworld of Rakana once teemed with life, its arid plains home to spectacular insect and reptile analogs, but the Drell took to industrialization early and did not realize the extent of the environmental damage they caused until it was too late. With their topsoil depleted and oceans too acidic to sustain life, the Drell were situated for a massive population crash by 2025 CE. It was then the Hanar stepped in, mounting a large-scale rescue operation to bring Drell to the Hanar homeworld, Kage. As wars erupted over what resources remained on Rakana, and billions began to die, approximately 375,000 Drell escaped in the Exodus. To repay their debt, the Drell entered into an agreement with the Hanar, called the Compact. It states that the Drell would assist the Hanar with tasks that Hanar cannot physically perform. Today, high-ranking Hanar are often inseparable from their Drell attendants. Getting there. Alright, and the other thing. There were a couple other things. I can't see the war assets from here. I thought I could. I guess I have to go over here.
Commander.
In peacetime, Alliance Naval Exploration Flotilla. In peacetime, the Alliance's Naval Exploration Flotilla is used as a survey force to chart out new systems. The NEF came under fire in 2185 when several dozen service people were charged with withholding information on rich mining deposits in order to sell the locations to the exploration firm Beria Frontiers. The Alliance attempted to hide the controversy to little avail, as more and more officers were indicted. Eager to bury its shady history, the NEF has dedicated its entire flotilla and material resources to constructing the Crucible. The SSV Nairobi is a top-of-the-line cruiser with the showroom finish of a ship just off the factory line. As it has never seen warfare, the Nairobi's officers have been running mock battles in preparation for real enemy contact. Alliance cruiser Shangxi. The Shangxi's most important part in the Reaper War to date was the evacuation of the colony Ukbar. Alliance intel reported Reaper forces headed toward Ukbar, but as a cruiser, the Shangxi was unable to land on the medium-gravity world. The Shangxi... I am an idiot. It's Shanghai, not Shangxi. What am I saying? I have to start over now. The Shanghai's most important part of the Reaper War to date was the evacuation of the colony Ukbar. Alliance intel reported Reaper forces headed toward Ukbar, but as a cruiser, the Shanghai was unable to land on the medium-gravity world. The Shanghai's captain quickly dispatched all its shuttles to help transport millions of colonists onto the ship, making over 41 shuttle runs in a single hour. The Shanghai managed to evacuate the entire remaining population. When Reaper forces arrived, Ukbar's capital city was as empty as if it had never been inhabited at all. Hope there are more. Alliance Spec Off Scene Delta. Half of Team Delta's officers have an N5 designation with a few N6 soldiers in the ranks. They specialize in conflicts outside Citadel space. Delta is known for strict admission standards, professionalism on high-stakes missions, and the Alliance's loudest parties. When asked how senior staff looks at their off-duty rowdiness, Captain Matthew Brown was quoted saying, "After the shit we went through in the terminus systems, they're just happy we're not burning down the base." Turian veterans. Every Turian spends a good portion of their life serving in the military, and there really is no such thing as irregular troops. These civilian units are much better disciplined and experienced than the other races' non-enlisted combatants. Turians are well known as weapons and war nuts, so many have weapons and armor that, while stated, have been kept in pristine condition. Alright. Now the final thing is I'm going to go down and use the terminal, what's his name? The droid thing.
Commander Shepard.
I don't know. I'm having such a hard time remembering his name. Glyph. I'm going to check Glyph's terminal.
Excellent find, Commander. The Information Network terminal has been updated.
Merchant discount or power cooldown? I mean, my power cooldown is pretty good. It would be nice to get a store discount, actually. Make it, because I'm trying to get that N7 Widow, so I can use all the extra discounts I can get when it's not that useful to me otherwise. Is it just Tuchanka here, or like, is there other stuff to scan on the other systems here? I have no idea, but we're gonna check.
I found something. Signal confirmed.
So just destroyed fuel depots here. Oh, no, there's something else. Here? Yeah. Alright, let's get the Cerberus thing done, and then we're gonna end the episode. I'm gonna save my points to get the last fitness. He's good. We'll get a lift grenade.
Shepard, Cerberus is landing forces away from the Tuchanka battlefields. Their target seems to be an ancient ground-to-space cannon facility that hasn't been used since the Krogan rebellions. The site has no obvious military advantage, and the Krogan are spread too thin to deal with it.
Do we know what Cerberus is up to?
No, but we do know that Cerberus doesn't act without a plan. Get in there and stop them. Find out what they're up to while you're at it.
We'll get it done.
See to it. Hack it out.
Looks like Cerberus got that cannon operational, Commander. I'll go back up, get a read on what they're shooting at.
Get on it. All right, let's find the control room for those cannons. Kill anything in our way.
This I can do.
Yeah. Yes, Shepard. Yes, Shepard.
Commander, I have a visual on an inbound Cerberus cruiser. The cannon fire is clearing the way. If that ship makes it to bombardment range, the Krogan resistance is in trouble. On it.
There's really nothing there. Is it just... Oh, well, that was just a... That was a waste. Why can't I get that ammo? There we go.
Go back to the control room.
Oh, I'm dead. No!
Control center secure. Then I think it's time to test this cannon. Not the kind of Krogan relic I expected to find. the plug!
You'll need to get the power back on.
Let's move.
Oh, where did that grenade go? I don't use melee that much, so this is going to be better.
Rerouted the power to the main console. Heading back now.
Where... Oh, there's one.
Cannon control restored. Targeting enabled. Coordinates, Lieutenant.
Uploaded.
Firing!
Direct starboard hit, Commander. Target breaking up. Repeat, direct hit.
Dead and buried.
All right. Good work, everyone.
Shepard, with those Krogan cannons operational, Cerberus has actually given us the advantage in that system. The enemy's pulling back, but we think they'll try to seize the facility again.
Seems likely.
I'm sending an Alliance team to keep it secure. They've got a foothold in a strong defensive position, thanks to you.
Glad to hear it.
Good work, Commander. Hack it out.
Alright, that's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to hit like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be kept up to date on future uploads.